Welcome to Filmatic. I am your host, The Film Doctor, and here's my guest, my co-host, also with me, Manny. Joining us today, we're going to do a trailer review for a movie called Nobody. And I don't know anybody. I don't nobody in this. I know nobody in this.
The lead actor is from Better Call Saul, if you've seen that series, or Breaking Bad. He played Saul in both of those series, so I'm pretty sure you know who he is, but it's all
Nope,
good.
I didn't really watch and like Breaking Bad. I watched like a couple episodes of Breaking Bad. I was like,
That's fair. That's fair. But everybody knows who Saul is, but that's okay.
Well, let's not waste any time and check it out.
Sounds good to me.
So they took maybe $20 and an old watch? Mr. Madsen, did you even take a swing?
No.
Could have taken her, Dad.
Heard you had some excitement last night. I wish they'd have picked my place, you know?
Why didn't you take him out?
I was just trying to keep the damage to a minimum.
Yeah, how's that working out for you?
You okay? Because you don't look okay.
There's a long dormant piece of me that so very badly wants out.
What are you still doing here, old man?
I'm gonna fuck you up. It's been a hell of a day.
You can see that.
For 12 years, I worked for some very dangerous people. Everybody get to the basement.
What is happening?
Don't call 911. I used to be what they call an auditor. The last guy anyone wants to see at their door. Because it meant you didn't have long to live. But I left it behind to start a family. Hey! I might have overcorrected.
When you left, you abandoned a certain debt that needs repayment. And your creditor is aware of your resurrection.
They came after my family.
They stole my kitty cat bracelet.
And you don't fucking do that. Give me the goddamn kitty cat bracelet!
You look like shit, Dad.
You should see the other guys.
Who the fuck are you?
Me? I'm nobody.
In theaters only February 26th.
Really hoping for that HBO Max plug, but I guess we got to settle for theaters.
If it is, HBO Max needs to send us a little sponsorship here for all the recommendations that we're putting out here.
Yeah, the free promo we're giving out here. Hey, HBO Max, you heard that. We need a sponsorship, okay? Anywho,
ended up to like 5 years free. Anyway, it's almost like he's the Caucasian Equalizer or like the low budget John Wick. I mean, I think that's just the vibe I'm getting from it.
Oh my God.
It does look action-packed, but it's like that story we've already heard. And the thing that really bothers me is when they're shooting inside a house. It's like, no neighbors hear anything. They don't hear anything. Talking about don't call the police. You don't think any neighbors are calling the police? All this gunfire going off and explosions and shit?
Sounded like the 4th of July or September 2nd.
No, what in the... You play music too loud, a neighbor's calling the police. Like, come on now. Right. You got gunfire going on?
10 cop cars and a SWAT truck outside.
In a white neighborhood, right?
Right. You live in the suburbs too at that.
And they were a little too calm. Why do they have like a safe room there too? Like, there's just a lot of explainable things here going on inside of this low budget John Wick.
Oh my god,
that I don't really understand. With a whole bunch of nobodies that I don't know who they are. So
you didn't have the perfect title. Nobody.
nobody knows. But yeah, I mean, I'll still check it out. I like action movies. I like low budget independent movies. So you put both of those together.
Low budget independent movies. I don't even think this was a low budget independent film.
Well, contrary to belief, they better sell me if it's not, because at this point, that's what it looks like.
Wow.
It's a movie with a bunch.
The RZA and the GZA is in this movie too.
It's a movie.
This movie's name.
It's a movie with a bunch of Krillins in it. That's all.
You know who the RZA is. Come on now. You know who RZA is.
RZA's out here doing his damn thing. No down RZA. His movies is pretty sweet. He actually.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You playing this movie. RZA's in this movie.
Is he? I didn't see him.
Yeah, RZA's in this
then
movie.
This might be good. He had a movie that came out called Blue Story. You should definitely check it out. It's like a foreign movie, like from London or whatever, of these gangs or whatever, and it's a collaboration of like movie storytelling with rapping. It's really good, very interesting.
Rap musical,
and it's directed by RZA, but it's really good. I own it actually. I bought it. Did I buy that one? I may have. Maybe I didn't. If not, I need to, because it is pretty good. Anyway, side story. Back to the nobody that nobody gives a fuck about.
Yeah, this movie is actually by Universal Pictures, so it's not a low budget independent film. That's a major movie studio.
You can't go because Universal is attached. They could have given them still $10,000, so it's still considered a low budget movie.
Now you're gonna make me look at the budget.
Is it?
It was supposed to come out this year on August 14th, but because of COVID, obviously we don't have movies anymore.
You're wrong.
Not like we used
You're
to.
frozen. You're frozen. You're back.
Frozen?
Can you not hear me?
Still clear on
You're
my
back
side.
now. You were frozen for a bit on mine.
Okay. I'll try it again then, just in case. This is by Universal Pictures. I doubt it's a low budget film.
Well, Universal can give them like $500 because that's probably what they gave them.
$500. Wow.
They filmed it in Beverly Hills and then called it a day.
Wow.
And they said, hey, we don't even need actors. Let's just get a white family.
Let's you right here on the corner. We're gonna give you about $500. You're gonna shoot this movie right here.
Right here, right now. Who's gonna be in it? Nobody. Matter of fact, we're gonna call it Nobody.
No, this movie definitely had a lot more behind it. I don't know the director.
He's a nobody, I'm sure.
You need to stop.
Is his name Krillin?
The action sequences look good. I'm mad you called it a low budget John Wick / Equalizer, but it does have a John Wick Equalizer.
They even said like from the same producers or something. I thought they said something.
I don't think they said
it's John Wick or something. If they didn't, maybe it's just in my head because I was like John Wick, like.
But yeah, it kind of. I mean, it kind of has that same storyline of where here's the guy who nobody would expect to be this super BA guy, and then someone comes messing with him. John Wick, they steal his dog
or his daughter's toy, and now it's a big issue.
Yeah, her what?
I don't remember. What
Give me the kitty bracelet back.
The kitty bracelet. I noticed you were tickled by that.
Yes, I was tickled by that because I enjoy action movies. Obviously, we're gonna watch it, but it's just funny because it's using some. I want to see, what would be creative is if they're taking that story and they're kind of making fun of the tropes. If this is like an action comedy, that would be
parody, like a parody.
Yeah, that would be a little bit creative, where they're kind of making fun of some of those action tropes from that line of film, like The Equalizer and John Wick, and it's actually funny. If they're doing that, then this makes sense. If they're making like, okay, we want to make Equalizer and John Wick with this guy. And I'm like, oh, well, you know, you wasted money, Universal, but go ahead.
They didn't waste much. They wasted $500, but I don't think that that's the case. I think this is a legit action movie that they think is going to be the next best thing next to John Wick, that they're going to get 4 films out of that one.
Yeah, it's listed. So, they have it listed as action.
I can't wait
drama.
for Nobody 2.
It's not a comedy.
Nobody 3 and Nobody 4, because those are great titles to sell a lot more money.
Hey, listen, man. You know, somebody always has to copy somebody. It's the way this industry works. So
you just gave them a really good name. You got Nobody as the first one, and the next movie could be called Somebody.
Somebody starring John Travolta.
John Travolta's son, more like.
Hey, they like digging up old actors too, so there you go.
So yeah, I mean, I'll still check it out. I think when we do, we'll let everybody know how it goes. But you know, I wouldn't expect great reviews from it.
Wow,
it might be semi-decent reviews, like yeah, it was okay kind of ordeal. If you guys want to check it out before us, feel free. But if you guys want to hear what we have to say, then keep checking in on us on here on Filmatic and see what kinds of movies that we're going to review. And don't forget, maybe you guys can suggest movies that you guys have heard of but didn't really want to pay or spend the time to watch. We definitely would check those out. So that's all we have for you guys.
February 26, 2021. Check it out.
That's all we have for you guys today. And as always, this has been another exciting episode of
Filmatic.
You got to stop with it.